I think that is so crazy that a lot of people in the world are okay with being mediocre. Like a lot of people are okay with not going to the gym and not staying consistent with what they want to do and not really having any direction in their life. Like every day is just the same old, right? There's no newness. There's no drive to want to be better. Every day is just the same thing. And I'm sitting here and I just start, you talk to different people and you have different interactions, or you go through different moments in your life where you're like, I don't know how I would be here if it wasn't for blank, or if I didn't go through this certain moment with blank, right? And the certain mentality that you have to have and that you have to develop to be like, I want to be better, I want to be colder, I want to work on my physique, or I want to work on getting my money up, or I want to work on this and this, right? Like the type of drive that you have to have consistently for you to overcome the things that you don't want to do is, well, it feels like almost a superpower, because not everybody has it. And I'm sitting here and I'm starting to realize that being cold, or being, this super self-improvement type of person that you have to work on and consistently grind after, is something that doesn't just take a mindset or a mentality. It takes a decision for you to do. It takes a certain mindset shift that's like, okay, this is who I am, this is who I'm going to be, right? And if you want to be better in 2025 or whatever year, that you're starting to watch this, whatever season that you're going through, is going to take you to do different things and different habits that you're not used to doing, especially if you want to get colder. You know what I'm saying? You talk to different people and people don't always want to see you win. To be honest with you, people don't want to support everything that you're doing. People see what you're doing, they'll watch, they love to see what results you produce and love to see that you're winning, but they never want to support, right? Or maybe even it's the opposite. They don't even want to see you win. So what they do is that they try to tear you down, to try to find a way to actually break down the type of character that you've built. And, now you're stuck here trying to block them out, trying to remove them out of your life. And I think that it's just so crucial that, like, trying to have the right people around you is, critical, because if you have people that's always down talking you, or they don't believe in what you have going on, it's going to put doubt in your own mind, and you're not even going to know what you believe in. For myself, I always tell people, look, this is my year of change. What I want to accomplish this year is going to be something I haven't done before. The things that I want to do with my business, the things that I want to do with my body goals, the things that I want to do with my knowledge and my real estate portfolio, or my credit, stuff like that. Like everything that I want to accomplish this year, I'm going to accomplish. But you can't tell you can't tell everybody what you want to do, and they likely don't even believe the things that you're going to do, the things that you say is actually going to come to prosper, especially if you give it a time zone. If you say, I'm gonna have this certain car by June, someone is looking at you and they're like, I don't think he's going to have that car by June. I don't think he's working hard enough, or I don't believe that what he's doing is even going to get him those type of results, right? And, just stuff like that. You have to be careful of who you're telling your goals and the things that you actually want to accomplish to certain people, because not everybody's going to be there to just back you up and believe in you. And so that's just one of the things that I've learned, especially when it comes to like talking to people about the things that you want to do or the things that you want to accomplish. And it's like removing these haters out of your life, removing these people that don't actually believe in you and don't want to pour into you. There are people that are going to be like, okay, well, like whenever he makes it, I want him to remember that I was here in his life so that I can actually benefit from his hard work, And those are the same people that buy, they'll support other people, they'll post their reels, they'll buy, from other people, they support other businesses, but they won't support you. They won't support what you actually have going on. And, you got to remove yourself from those people. You got to, because if you don't, then a lot of the other people in the world are, so willing to support you. What I've learned, especially in my life, is that strangers are willing to support you more than a person that you might have grown up with. The person that your best friend, your sibling, your parents, your cousins, whoever you grew up with, might not support you and see the vision that you have, but someone else that sees the vision and is willing to actually invest into you is willing to actually break their neck to actually put themselves in a position to be like, look, I see that you actually have a goal, you have a vision that I want to be a part of, and they're willing to ride with you in that. You know what I'm saying? That's what, if anything, that's what you can learn from companies. You know, if you're a big Nike fan or big Adidas fan, like, it's not like you're best friends with the owner, but you believe and you like the products that they sell, or you like the certain goal and mission that they have and what they stand for, and you're willing to support them through that. That's exactly how these random people are, but only that they do it for you. With my content or with my business, I feel that the most. And the other thing, man, is that, like, you just start to learn that over time, you know, if you want to acquire better things, you want to be in better, you know, positions or be in better spaces, you got to literally put yourself in those spaces. Maybe for you to get out of your own environment, or for you to get to the next level, is literally for you to move out of your state. Maybe it's for you to change out of your city. Maybe it's just for you to move out of your house. Right? If you're in a bad environment at the house, you just need to change the space to actually change your mentality. You don't like coming home because you feel like, you know, it's going to put you in this negative space. That negative space and that negative energy that carries with you is drawn out to other people. Other people see you as the negative energy that you're already carrying out. That's not even who you are. That's just because of your environment, you know? And so you got to be careful with what you're carrying and the people that you're surrounded by, because those people aren't going to be the best for you, and you got to remove them at all costs. And the thing is that, like I said, whenever you're trying to level up, you're trying to get a better girl, you're trying to get a better car, you're trying to get, you know, a better physique, whatever it is that you're working on, you got to realize that those things are going to literally come with work. Those things are literally going to come with, you know, you trying to grind and you trying to consistently work on what you need to work on. And I'm going to tell you one thing, fellas, especially if you're trying to work on becoming cold and trying to work on your physique, getting your money up, getting a good job or getting a good career, getting in a good place where you're like, look, I'm working on myself, I'm self-improving. Ladies love that. You know what I'm saying? They love to see a guy with ambition. They love to see a guy that has a goal to set something. They love to see a guy that's actually going after something. I'm gonna tell you now, every girl loves to see a masculine guy. That could be in, you know, definition of your body, you know, having good shoulders, having good arms, whatever it is. That could be having a good beard. That could be having a really good job. That could be just the tone of your voice. That could be how you carry yourself. That could be literally how you stand. If you're standing, you're slouched over, no one's really going to like pay attention to you. You're not going to feel as confident. But the more you can stand with your chest up and you can actually speak clearly and have purpose in what you're saying, people are going to be more willing to listen to you. So carrying those masculine traits, as well as carrying the masculine demeanor whenever you walk into a room, you know, that's taking up space, or that's the way that you dress, or that's the way that you smell. You know, those things actually matter, because not only is it that the people around you are going to pay attention, but also so are the girls going to pay attention. And I know some of you guys, you know, you want to level up, you want to get a better chick, you want to be able to attract the right people, not people that's, you know, ugly or whatever the case is, that aren't your type. So for you to be able to do that, you got to level up. You got to be colder. You got to walk into the place and say, look, this is who I am. This is what I represent. How you look and how you carry yourself stands out more than you even saying one word. And you got to recognize that. Like when you walk into a room, no one might know who you are. No one might have even heard your voice. But the way that you carry yourself, the way that you look, the way that you smell, people are going to turn their heads and be like, who is that guy? And they're going to want to get to know you. So I'm actually tell you guys a story. What happened one time was that me and my boy, we were out running a 2-man or whatnot. And the girl that I was with, we were walking ahead of them. And, you know, usually I like to be aware of my surroundings, the people around it, what people are doing, you know, just more so safety and me looking after the people that I'm with. But in this case, I was looking around, we were walking by this restaurant, and there was this older woman. She was looking at me, you know, started doing a little waving, trying to get my attention and whatnot, but I'm walking with shorty, right? And she was looking at it and she noticed it and she started getting a little frustrated, like, you know, why would she try to reproach you, or why would she like try to holler at you while I'm walking next to you? And what that reminded me of was that girls like what they can't have, you know what I'm saying? Like, and that's going to sound bad because girls are going to be like, well, that's not really true, but like, let's be honest, you know what I'm saying? If you see that there's a guy that has a girl, he's attractive, she's attractive, you're like, dang, he must be doing something right. He must have some type of value that she wants to be with him, you know what I'm saying? And then if you are attracted to him, then all of a sudden you're like, man, he's kind of attractive, like, you know what I'm saying? They start looking at you differently, right? They're looking at your physique. Like, again, they don't know your financial situation. They don't know what you have going on in life. They're just looking at, again, the first appearance of how you walk, how you carry yourself, maybe your demeanor, whatever the case is, and they're attracted to that. And then on the opposite side, for the girl that got mad, it's not like more so of an insecurity thing. It's just you feel frustrated that there's other people that's willing to pursue, even though you see that I'm already with him, right? It's more so of a respect thing, but it's also like, oh, so you just gonna feel bold enough that you want to shoot at my man, or you want to shoot at the person I'm with, and you don't see me right here. And so what it does for her is that it almost creates like a scarcity mindset to be like, oh, there's other girls that's checking him out, or there's other girls that see him as valuable and they actually want to pursue him. Because why are you going to feel that comfortable enough to like try to wave and try to, oh girl, like look at him, that type of stuff in front of me. And that's what starts in their head, right? But the thing is that whenever you do that, it also brings in value to you. And so you just got to be able to keep working on yourself and to keep grinding, because the thing is that these people are watching. People in general are watching, but if you want to attract the right female, or you want to attract the right crowd or the group of people, they're watching the type of person that you are, right? So for you to get colder, for you to work on yourself, you got to block out the negativity and the hate and do what's best for you. You also got to keep working on your body, working on your mind, working on your, everything, your money, everything, man. There's so many things that takes for you to actually be cold and for you to actually get to where you got to get to. Another thing to actually get colder as well, outside of your physique and how you carry yourself, is also just knowing how to speak, how to act in social situations, how to be able to carry a conversation, how to be able to talk and not stutter. How you speak and what you say matters, because it carries the power that you want the message to come across as. If you're talking, I'm like, hey, I think that you lost credibility, right? If you say, hey, my name is Elijah, I'm an entrepreneur, I'm a content creator, I do this and this, right? A person that's going to actually look at you and respect you is going to be like, oh, he seems like he's a well put together person. But if you're all shy, you can't even look in the eyes, you're talking to the side, you don't even have a firm handshake, right? You're stuttering over your words. Everything that you're saying and the way that you carry yourself matters. It matters. And if you want to become colder, you got to work on getting yourself together to actually have power in your words and actually speaking correctly and directly to what you want to say. So, just keep growing, man. I can't stress it enough, because as we're going through this season, trying to be better and trying to work on ourselves, we have to realize that to be cold and to be, a higher value and to see the results that we want to see, we got to keep going and we got to keep pushing in every single aspect of our life. It's going to be tough, right? It's supposed to be tough though, because not everybody's going to be able to be where you're at. That's what makes people select, and that's what makes people high value. And like I said, man, you got to make sure that you have the right people around you. You got to make sure that you have people that are willing to believe in you, people that actually see the vision as you, people that are willing to stand beside you and fight with you when you have your tough days, that they're willing to pick you up and say, look, remember what you said you wanted to do? Let's do that and let's accomplish that, right? I know you don't feel like doing this today, but you said that you were going to be more disciplined here. You said that you were going to work on this and that. You need those type of strong-willed people in your life, not these people that's going to not believe in you and not support what you have going on, willing to support other people and buy stuff from other people, but they're not willing to support your own brand, or they're not willing to help you out in your own life. You know what I'm saying? You're always an ear for them, whenever they have a problem, or maybe you're always giving them money, but anytime you need it, anytime you need someone to talk to, they're not there for you. And you got to be careful having those people in your circle, because those people actually tear away from who you want to be, as well as taking away from the attitude and the demeanor that you carry yourself with. So you got to be careful, man. These people that are in your life, do they really support you? And if you were to fall, are they going to fall with you, or are they going to leave you stranded? And that's a real question, man. That's a real question, because again, there's so many people in the world, and I can't explain it, that are willing to support you that you don't even know on a personal level, but they're willing to actually break their neck to be like, man, I want to see you win. I want to see you be great. I want to see you be in a position where you accomplish everything that you wanted to accomplish. Meanwhile, you got this cousin that you grew up with, or your best friend that you grew up with, that doesn't even see the things that you want to see. And they're still stuck in their old ways. They're still stuck on the smoking and drinking and partying. Meanwhile, you're like, man, I'm trying to turn $1,000 to 100,000 to $1 million. You know what I'm saying? Is that the type of timing that we on, or what? Because if not, then we got to relocate, and we got to find another place for you, because I'm going different places. You know what I'm saying? We got to be able to keep going and keep growing. And if that's not the place that you want to be at, then it was nice knowing you, but we can be cool from a distance, right? It's all love, but I can't be super close to you. And I've had to do that sometimes, I've had to make that decision to be like, man, me and this person aren't on the same path right now, so we got to split up. And that's a tough thing to do, but it's necessary. Because you got to get to where you got to get to, that no one else sees that you're trying to get to. So getting cold is a tough thing, man. Trying to go hard and trying to stay consistent with what you want to do is so worth it though, because it's going to put you in a place where you're actually able to be happy with yourself, and you're going to feel more content with, I actually earned and worked for what I wanted to do with my life, right? And the thing is that the people around you will notice that too. Like I said, like you're gonna have people in your life that's like, man, I'm so proud of you. You worked through this, you did that and this, and now you're where you wanted to be at. You said that you wanted to be here, that you were gonna be more disciplined, that you were gonna work on blank, 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 and now you're here. You know what I'm saying? So having those people that are going to uplift you and support you is probably one of the most crucial things. But it really starts with yourself, because they can only tell you so much and be there so much. But it comes down to you to be disciplined. And I'm going to tell you this too. As you start growing and as you start changing out the environments of the people and the situations and the places that you're at, you're going to meet different level of people all the time. You know, you might, you know, for me, I'm in Dallas area. So meeting Dallas women out here, they're very, you know, it's a mix. You know, sometimes you find them being more entitled, other times you find them being more submissive or more feminine. And you know, if you start relocating, right? Let's say you go to, I don't know, Milwaukee, or you go to, you know, Los Angeles or Miami. I bet you're going to find a different crowd of females, right? If you go to Dallas and you look for certain entrepreneurs or you look for certain business people, they're going to be different than how they are in Miami. If you're going to clubs out in Dallas compared to Miami, they're going to be different, right? The environments that you're in vary on how you carry yourself in the position that you put yourself in. But the environments are always changing. So you got to be able to adapt to every single, first off, environment, but also being aware of yourself and how your value is in those places. And the last thing I say, man, like you just gotta, man, I promise you, man, working on your ambition and going after what you want to go after is going to be one of the key things in your entire life that's going to keep you going to get cold, especially depending on where you're at in your life, what you're looking for, what you're trying to go after. You know, for you to actually stay honed in to what you want to do and not be distracted by these females, be distracted by the money, be distracted by the judging from other people, be distracted by comparison, all these things, you know, it's going to come down to you, man. It's going to come down to you. At the end of the day, it's going to come down to you. It's going to come down to your legacy. It's going to come down to how hard, you know, your parents, or, you know, how hard your kids can look up to you and be like, man, like he said he was going to do this, and now he's actually accomplished it. He said that he was going to retire us. You know, if you're a parent, he said he was going to retire us, and now he's retired us, and he's only 28 years old. Your kids are going to look at you and be like, man, my dad really is an inspiration to me. He's shown me what it looks like to work hard. He's shown me and given me this type of lifestyle that's actually put me in a good place to be a good person. You know, that's given me a good place to be a blessing to other people. But it's because of him. It's because of what he did years ago, right? And so, you know, you got to be careful, man. You got to be careful of what it is that you're actually taking in, the people that you're around, and again, the experiences that you're going to invite into your space, but also, like I said, the environments that you're putting yourself in. But yeah, you guys, it's really going to wrap it up in this video. I just want you guys to remember, like, remain humble through it all. You know what I'm saying? Because all of it can be gone. Anything that you're working on, anything that you've acquired, all these people that you have in your life, they can easily be taken away, and then what do you have? But yeah, you guys, just stay consistent with what you got going on. Block out the negativity, block out the hate, man, because at the end of the day, it's just you. And you got to work on what you got to work on at the end of the day, doing what you feel like is best for you and best for the people around you. Like this video, share this video with someone that needs to hear this. Subscribe to the channel, y'all, and until then, I will catch y'all in the next one. Gone.